Monday, January 13th, 2025, afternoon edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated News Digest video.
Good afternoon, dear viewers, and thank you for tuning in to the Future of News, AGNDD IntelliReport. I am your news anchor, Xander Voxius III, and we're excited to have you with us here today. Assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues, we'll be scraping the web for the latest stories and interesting topics, summarizing them for you. Today's highlights include a chemist crying foul as motorsport tackles brain risks, while airplane phone holders elevate your flicks, and Edison clears wires before Eaton fires licks. Stay with us for these stories and more on AGNDD IntelliReport. And here are some more headlines and stories you may expect in today's AI News Digest. Heavy fighting in Gaza amid truce hopes. Will Cain replaces Neil Cavuto in afternoon lineup. Raiders seek interview with Broncos Vance Joseph. Ukrainian sportswoman reports athletes killed in battle, and much, much more. But first, this day in history.
January 13th in history. January 13th, 532. The Nika riots break out during the racing season at the Hippodrome in Constantinople due to discontent with the rule of Emperor Justinian I. January 13th, 1895. First Italo-Ethiopian War. The war's opening battle, the Battle of Coatit, occurs. It is an Italian victory.
Famous people born on this day. January 13th, 1980. Akira Kaji, Japanese footballer. January 13th, 1972. Vitaly Sherbo, Belarusian gymnast. January 13th, 1925. Ron Toronak, Australian engineer and businessman, died 2020. Today's trending Google searches. Epic, Saquon Barkley, Tampa Bay. Mike McCarthy, New Glenn launch, Craig Melvin. And now on to today's news. General news. Raiders request to interview Broncos defensive coordinator Vance Joseph for their head coaching job. SeattlePI.com. The Las Vegas Raiders are considering Denver Broncos defensive coordinator Vance Joseph for their head coaching position. This follows the firing of Antonio Pierce. Joseph is the 7th candidate to be interviewed for the role. Fox News names Will Cain to replace Neil Cavuto in weekday afternoon lineup, SeattlePI.com. Fox News Channel has promoted Will Cain, co-host of the Fox and Friends weekend show, to fill the 4 p.m. Eastern weekday slot left vacant by Neil Cavuto's departure. Tom Brady, Las Vegas Raiders minority owner, reportedly disagreed with former head coach Antonio Pierce's approach, contributing to Pierce's dismissal. Brady is involved in the hiring process for a new coach, leveraging increased financial flexibility from new investor Egon Durbin. Top candidates include Ben Johnson and Vance Joseph.
Business news. Edison says no electrical anomalies found before Eaton blaze as shares tumble while wildfires rage on CNBC. Southern California Edison reported no electrical anomalies from its equipment before the Eaton fire outbreak, despite ongoing investigations. CEO Pedro Pizarro emphasized transparency in the inquiry as Edison International shares dropped. The fire has claimed 17 lives and destroyed thousands of structures. A lawsuit alleges the utility's power lines sparked the fire. Quara traders protest as government barricades business hubs, as reported by The Punch. Traders and shop owners in Ilorin protested against the Quara state government's erection of barricades, which restrict access to their shops, impacting their livelihoods. The government claims the barriers are for security purposes. Meanwhile, the opposition party, PDP, labels it as economic sabotage and promises to reverse the decision if elected.
technology news. Still angry, chemist finds his name on a study he didn't write. Retractionwatch.com. Martin McFilley, a lecturer at the University of Leeds, discovered a fraudulent article published under his name in the Journal of Biochemical Technology. Despite contacting the journal's editor, the article was retracted without explanation. This left McFilley frustrated and concerned about academic malpractice. Subsequently, another similar paper appeared in a different journal. Sustainable wall coverings cut humidity indoors. Futurity Research News. Researchers at ETH Zurich have developed a climate-friendly wall and ceiling covering that passively absorbs and stores moisture, reducing humidity in indoor spaces. Made from waste marble and a geopolymer binder, the components are produced using 3D printing. This sustainable solution significantly reduces humidity and greenhouse gas emissions compared to traditional ventilation systems. Sports news. The Greatest Rivalry, India vs. Pakistan sports docuseries coming to Netflix in February 2025. What's on Netflix? The upcoming Netflix docuseries titled The Greatest Rivalry, India vs. Pakistan is directed by Chandradev Bhagat and Stuart Sugg. It will explore the intense cricket rivalry between India and Pakistan. Set to release on February 7, 2025, it features archived match footage and interviews with cricket legends such as Virender Sehwag and Shoaib Akhtar. Hundreds of athletes killed on the battlefield, Ukrainian sportswoman speaks to RT. Ukrainian rower Larisa Zhalinskaya claims that many Ukrainian athletes have been coerced into military service amid the conflict with Russia, with over 600 reportedly killed. She escaped to Russia via Poland and Belarus, citing corruption and the militarization of sports in Ukraine as key issues. Fox News names Will Cain to replace Neil Cavuto in weekday afternoon lineup, SeattlePI.com. Fox News Channel has promoted Will Cain, co-host of Fox and Friends Weekend, to fill the 4 p.m. Eastern weekday slot following Neil Cavuto's departure.
Today's obituaries. Neil Barnard, South African intelligence chief from 1979 to 1992, played a key role in the transition from apartheid to democracy by facilitating secret talks with Nelson Mandela. He passed away at the age of 75 from cancer. Walter Deutsch, an Austrian musicologist born in 1923, was renowned for his research in folk music. He founded the Institute for Folk Music Research in Vienna and was involved with the Österreichisches Volksliedwerk. He received numerous awards, including the Walter Deutsch State Prize. Walter Deutsch passed away in 2025 at the age of 101. Tony Gresham, brief Wikipedia summary. Anthony Yale Gresham, an accomplished Australian amateur golfer, won the 1977 Australian Amateur and 2 professional events. He represented Australia in 7 Eisenhower Trophy events and received the Medal of the Order of Australia in 1988 for his services to golf. Gresham passed away at the age of 84 on January 13, 2025. Mikhailo Stelmach was a Ukrainian novelist, poet, and playwright. He was a member of the Writers' Union of the USSR and the USSR Academy of Sciences. He received numerous awards, including the Hero of Socialist Labor. Stelmach was also linked to the Ukrainian underground and sympathized with the OUN-UPA. Kjell Svindland was a Norwegian politician for the Christian Democratic Party. He served as a deputy representative in Parliament and as county mayor of Vest Agder from 1995 to 1999. He passed away at the age of 91 on January 13, 2025. Oliviero Toscani, an influential Italian photographer known for controversial Benetton campaigns, passed away at 82 due to amyloidosis. His work often addressed social issues like AIDS, racism, and anorexia, sparking debate. Toscani also co-founded Colors magazine and remained active in photography and politics throughout his life.
Health news. All of motorsport needs to take brain injuries more seriously. Jalopnik. The Toyota Hilux T1 Plus class car was withdrawn from the Dakar Rally after Sam Sunderland hit a concussion, which worsened to temporary vision loss. The incident highlights a broader issue in motorsport where drivers conceal injuries, risking severe consequences. The article stresses the importance of prioritizing driver brain health. Heavy fighting rocks Gaza amid rising hope for truce deal, from ibtimes.com.au. Heavy fighting in the Gaza Strip resulted in the deaths of dozens of Palestinians and 5 Israeli soldiers. Despite the violence, the White House indicated that a truce and hostage release deal might be finalized this week. Psychologist on house arrest for assaulting high school student in Ma'ale Adumim, reports the Jerusalem Post. Psychologist Daniel Feldman was arrested for allegedly sexually assaulting a high school student in Ma'ale Adumim. He was released under house arrest, and his details were publicized to encourage other victims to come forward. In related cases, psychologists Aidan Kosovsky and Yuval Karmi were convicted of sexual assault. Their licenses were revoked and they received prison sentences. Entertainment news. The Greatest Rivalry, India versus Pakistan. Sports docuseries coming to Netflix in February 2025. What's on Netflix? The Greatest Rivalry, India versus Pakistan, is a Netflix original sports docuseries releasing on February 7, 2025. Directed by Chandradev Bhagat and Stuart Sugg, it explores the intense cricket rivalry between India and Pakistan. It features archived match footage and interviews with cricket legends like Virender Sehwag and Shoaib Akhtar. I tried an airplane phone holder, and it revolutionized my in-flight streaming experience. MatadorNetwork.com. The Paralogix Universal Travel Phone Holder is an affordable, versatile device for hands-free phone use during flights. It offers 360-degree rotation, secure clamping to various surfaces, and accommodates different smartphone sizes. While it can be noisy during setup and slightly shakes with movement, it enhances in-flight entertainment convenience.
And now a couple of dad jokes for you. What's the difference between a hippo and a Zippo? One is really heavy, the other is a little lighter. They say Dodger Stadium can hold up to 56,000 people, but that is just a ballpark figure.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD IntelliReport, dear viewers. Like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads, and make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers!